Hi, if you are new to this channel, I am known as Urban or Urban Legend in the book community. And if you're not new to this channel, thank you for coming back and supporting. Anyway, hi, welcome to Bookly Fun. Today, I have an interesting video as I am going to be doing my January TBR and also the books and goals I want to get to in this upcoming year. So first, one of the goals is to get through and finish or get up to date on series that I am in the middle of, and maybe start some new ones as a reward, even though that kind of cancels the goal out. Anyway, I have series stats right here. So I have 43 total series that I have on my tracker, and I am in the middle of 10 of them. So I am currently in progress of 10 of them, and I would like to get that number down of the in progress and also the not started, because the majority of them I haven't started yet. So with that, here are the books that I would like to get to get up to date or finish series, which I think most of these will just be up to date. Obviously, I do have some books that are in the series that are on my radar. So when those get done, or when those release, I will get to them. So anyway, here is the stack of the physical books that I have that will get me to that. So first I have Don't Sleep with the Dead by Nevo. So this is the companion novel or companion novella to her book The Chosen and the Beautiful, which is a queer Great Gatsby retelling. And you do in fact have to read The Chosen and the Beautiful before you read this. So I'm currently in the middle of listening to The Chosen and the Beautiful, and then in the new year I will get to Don't Sleep with the Dead. Then I have a lot of supernatural books. So I'll just do that rundown real quick. Some of these are rereads, some of these are brand new. So yeah. So the first one I have is Carved in Flesh by Tim Wagner. This one was, of the few rereads that I now have, this one, when I first read it, was my favorite. Like, I really liked it. I constantly, when I had both this one and Night Terror, I think that's what that one is, I would get them confused. But this one is the, like, Frankenstein sort of one. So this one I'm really excited to reread. This is actually not my original copy of it. I had lost the original copy, so this is my second, just in case anyone was curious, which I know we all probably weren't, but whatever. Then I have War of the Suns, which this one, even though it's not marked on Goodreads as a reread, this will technically be a reread. So this one I'm kind of mediocre on. I feel like it was, when I first read it, it was a lot. Like, in the sense of it's set during season 5, I believe. So, like, the apocalypse season in the show. So, yeah. Then I have and this one is by Rebecca Desertine and David Reed. So she's actually one of the, or she was one of the writers for the show. So I have read one other book by her that I didn't really jive with, that is within the Supernatural book series. So I wonder, and it's been a few years since I've read this initially, so I wonder how I'm gonna like it. Then we have Rite of Passage by John Passarelli. This one is one of the ones that I actually, I only have two that I haven't read at all. So this is going to be one of them. I have tried multiple times to get into it. I just think I need to be really disciplined about it. So then I have Supernatural Coyote's Kiss by Krista Faust. This is another one that is a first time read for me, and also another one that, like Rite of Passage, I feel like I need to be disciplined in reading. So yeah. And then we have Supernatural Nevermore by Keith R.A. DiCanito. This one is the very first in the Supernatural book series, and I've actually read this one like 3 times, I think. So, yeah. Really good. Really recommend. Highly recommend. I don't know what I'm doing with my hand. And then we have Supernatural Heart of the Dragon by Keith R.A. DiCanito. So this one actually spans multiple generations within the Winchester family, or the family. I would say the Hunter family. If you've seen Supernatural before, or at least to season 6, it involves both the Winchester family and the Campbell family. So, highly recommend. I liked this one. I just really like Keith R.A. DiCanito's writing. So, this will be another reread for me. And then finally, so to wrap that up real quick, or catch this up, Don't Sleep with the Dead will finish a series, or duology esque. And Supernatural books, I don't have all of them, or the ones that I own physically, and then there are some that I haven't read at all, and I don't have those. So once I get those as well, which unfortunately I will probably get to the following year, or maybe we'll see when I get them. And yeah, so that'll just get me up to date until I get the other ones. And then the last book in this stack, I have Road Trip with the Vampire by Jenna Levine. This one is the last book, sadly, in the My Vampires trilogy, and I really liked the first 2. So I think I gave My Roommate is a Vampire 5 stars. So I really liked that one. I loved that one. And then I gave My Vampire Plus One, I think, 4 stars? 4.5, something in that realm. Didn't really like that one too much. Well, I did, I just didn't enjoy it as much as My Roommate is a Vampire. However, Road Trip with a Vampire, I feel like this one is gonna be interesting and fun. So that is the helping me finish series or get up to date on series stack. And then my second goal is to finish challenges that I have started over on Storygraph. And funny enough, as I was pulling these to do this video, I noticed that most of them were like series or duets, duologies, whatever. So, one of the first books is The Shining by Stephen King. Now, if I could navigate Storygraph well enough to have this be continuous and like tell you what challenges I have these books a part of, I would. However, I'm not that skilled. So, we have The Shining by Stephen King. This one I've been putting off of. I've seen the movie of this and also the sequels movie, Doctor Sleep. I just haven't gotten to the books yet. So hopefully 2026 is the year of me getting those off my TBR. Then we have Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover, which this one is 2 full-length novels and a novella. So I will hopefully start and finish series because most of these in these stacks are series. So, or like I said, series or duets, duologies, whatever you want to call them. So this one will actually, I don't know where I'm going to place it. I am going to try to, for both stacks, other than my January TBR, get to 1 a month. So I feel like that's going to be a bit tricky with most of them being the series, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, so yeah, Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover is the next installment. Then I have I have Invisible by James Patterson and David Ellis. This one, I feel like wherever I place it I'm gonna get through it rapid fast, because the thing about James Patterson is that he writes very short chapters. Like, sometimes there's some long ones dispersed in there, but mostly it's short, like probably 2 to 3 pages. So if you want to try to get through James Patterson in a day, typically it's manageable depending on your reading speed. Then I have Follow Me Back by A.V. Geiger. I have read this book specifically, I think maybe 3 times. I've enjoyed it every single time I've read it. And I do, now that I have the sequel to it, I now want to reread it so I can then just easily read Tell Me No Lies, which is the sequel. So then I have Flesh and Blood by Patricia Cornwell. So this one is a like not a murder mystery, but like a mystery thriller. So kind of like a James Patterson-esque. So these books, or these like types of books, follow one detective, one person but you don't have to read them in order to understand the story, although I do feel like that is best. So this one follows Dr. K. Scarpetta, who is, I believe, a medical examiner. Don't quote me on that. Please don't quote me on that. So I will technically be starting the series, even though this isn't book 1. But I will start to get into the world of Kate Scarpetta with this. So then I have Aragon, which maybe I'll section this part off and turn it into a short and send it to the friend who has been begging me to read this series. So hopefully I get to it in 2026. Then we have Court of the Vampire Queen. Actually, I just realized technically all of these are series as well. Because this one is technically a series, but it's binded together. So this is the Bloodline Vampires series, I believe. So this one I got as a birthday gift a couple of years ago, and it's been staring at me ever since, and I just feel like 2026 is going to be the year that I just get to it and I knock it off. Knock it off my TBR. So yeah. Then I have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. This one I feel like everyone's heard of, so you don't really need much explanation, but yeah. And then I actually have 2 more in this stack. So I have Harry Potter, which obviously is another one, kind of like A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, that everyone knows, so I don't feel like I need to go into that. Which, this one I will actually be reading 1 a month, so. Then I have Tuck Everlasting by Natalie Babbitt. This one I have, for some reason, I'm not that much of a historical fiction reader, so I get all of them mixed up. So even though this is nowhere near Fever 1793 or whatever that's called, I just, for some reason, I get Tuck Everlasting and Fever 1793 mixed up. Even though I've read that book so many times, I kind of despise it at this point. But anyway, and actually that perfectly segues into my January TBR, because these are 2 of the 5 books on my January TBR. So the other 3 remaining is Den of Vipers by K.A. Knight. Now this one is I've kind of damaged it a little bit, but not too much, and I don't want to continue to do so because this cover is so pretty. So I will be reading this one on my Kindle. And I mean, it's I saw this summer that Barnes & Noble had a physical, or what am I trying to say? Had a copy, or had copies of this, and I saw that, and I've really loved this since read 1, because I've read this book multiple times. So I picked this up and I was like, ooh, this is so cool. And not only do you get these fancy sprayed edges, there are also bonus scenes and a letter from the author. So I'm just super excited. So to read the letter from the author and the bonus scenes, I will obviously have to crack this open, but the bonus scenes are at the back. So I won't crack it too much doing that. But yeah. Then I have The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, or by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This one I've kind of been a bit intimidated by, and I feel like it's just because, like, I don't know why. I think I've just kind of been a bit of a coward reading this, or trying to read this. I have tried it a couple of times. Maybe I'll just need to audiobook it somehow, some way. But yeah. Then I have The 7-Year Slump by Ashley Poston. This one I am so excited to read. Ever since I picked it up, I've been like, ooh, I want to read this. So, hopefully in January, I stick to this. I stick to my TBR and read the books on it. Because even with my 3-book TBRs from this last year, I sucked at staying with it. So, that is my January TBR. And my other goals and books that I want to get to this year. Or this upcoming year, I should say. So with that, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and comment anything, really. Thank you and have a wonderful rest of your day.